All right. Hey, everyone. We're here with Miles Hutton today. We're going to do a little athlete profile. This is going to be the first of the series. So let's just get right into it. All right, Miles, how long ago did you start arm wrestling?
It was a year ago today.
A year ago today. Wow, that's pretty good timing. Pretty good timing.
There was originally going to be a tournament in Saskatoon again this year, but due to some scheduling things and guys that were going to help host it, everything kind of fell apart. I thought it was going to be pretty cool to come back exactly a year later and show them what all I'd become from the first time I'd competed at that tournament. So,
Absolutely. You got to show them what they're in for this year.
hmm
And then what initially got you into it in the first place?
so I grew up just not knowing my own strength, and I always knew I was kind of special in some regards. I mean, my I still don't know how strong I am, and I was as a little kid. I remember helping Dad on the farm, and we'd be changing cultivator bolts, and he gave me a socket and a wrench, and I'd sit there and just snap. 3, 4 years old, and I was breaking bolts like Jesus. So then Dad, he was using the air wrench, and I was the one. I was the one that had to. He switched them around, so then I had to use air wrench, so then I wouldn't break them all because we were running short of bolts. But so I knew then I was destined for something anyway. And then
I'm sure you accidentally destroyed a lot of stuff
I did.
with your nickname being Iron Hand. Uh, I think a lot of people don't realize that your hand isn't just a big hand; it's big
It's
amongst big hands, and
yeah,
that's what you're known
yeah. No, I mean mine and Matt Mass are very close. I don't remember if mine beats
for.
him a
And
little bit.
how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". So yeah, I mean, you're matching up with like 6'7", 6'9" guys in the hand department. So
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty special, pretty special. And
Yep.
being in your now that your first year is done, what do you think your two biggest accomplishments have been so far?
Boy, I'd say I've beaten a couple world champion pullers, and that's been really awesome. I mean, I beat Mason Drosy when I was 6 months into the sport, I think.
Yeah.
And Mason was, at the time, he was a two-time back-to-back world champion, and now he's three-time.
Yep.
And Mason's special. He truly is. He's a amazing dude and a fantastic puller. I'd say my next one would be boy. There's a lot of accomplishments. I mean, I've beaten a lot
Yeah,
of
you've been very active for your time.
yeah. Someone told me when I was just started that I had the strength that I needed. I just didn't have enough table time. So I went
Yeah.
okay, and so I took that and I ran with it. It's like, and I went to damn near everything I could find within a 600-mile radius. I was pulling
Yeah,
tournaments
you
all
were
over
everywhere.
Canada and down and down all over Montana, and yeah, I just was gaining experience and knowledge from everybody, and then it just was one thing after another, and pretty soon I started getting recognized more and more, and then I started getting asked for matches and coming to tournaments, and it's been a party and a good ride.
Absolutely. And you've definitely made a name for yourself in the region. Almost everyone knows who
Mm-hmm.
you are. But for the people who don't know you yet, or the people who are coming into the sport and they're seeing our productions get put out there, why should someone be a fan of Iron Hand?
Well, I don't know. I mean, to me, a lot of people, or I've been told that I'm really special in the sport, but to me, I'm still me. I'm not. I'm humble, and I'm not too big to talk to anybody. No one. I'm not. No one's beneath me. Nothing like that. I'll spend time to talk to you if you want to talk, or if you want to pull, we can pull. It doesn't matter. Like after every tournament, whether I win or I lose, I go and I sit down and I talk to the opponents that I've had battles with, and I try and learn what I can if they beat me, or if I beat them, then I,
Sure.
I work with them on hey, next time maybe try this or what. I always make the time to talk to them, win or lose. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, and I'm not a I'm a pretty quiet puller. I'm not much on the show and the theatrics. I just go up and get ready and I pull, get in my zone if that's
100%.
what it needs to be, and just do what I do. So
Yeah, no, your humility and just steadfastness and your true love of the sport's definitely known to
mm,
everybody. And I think there's a lot there. More than just the humility, and obviously one of the biggest hands out there.
right.
I think that you're a very hardworking person, very
Hmm.
blue collar. I think a lot of people can relate to that, and I think a lot of people are going to like you as they get to know you and push you
Right.
out there. So as we close out here, want to tell everyone what you got coming up? What are the big things on your
Sure.
radar?
So what I got coming up is I'm pulling Dakota Shipton February 8th, 4 o'clock in Great Falls, and that's going to be a good match.
It's going to be a great match.
It's going to be a hell of a match. Yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see what happens with that one. I took this match serious because I mean anything can happen, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you now getting to where I'm ready to start setting my sights higher and start looking for the direction that I want to go. Ultimately, I would love to go to Worlds, and I
Yeah.
would love to pull on the bigger stages. And I got together with a group of arm wrestlers and a trainer and a coach up there in Canada, and they're fantastic. And the things that I've
Mm.
learned, world shaking. I mean, it's basically redefined everything that I'd previously had, and it definitely sharpened a lot of the tools that I had. Like
So
some
you
of the
feel like you're
ones,
coming up on a new level here.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's
So that means we're going to probably see you at nationals then.
That's the plan. Because what
That's the
I'm
plan.
looking at is the way with talking with the trainer. They set it to where they pull 4, 5, maybe 6 times a year. They set their sights, and then for like Canada, you pull you pull a tournament so you can get your qualifier, and then and then between that you recover and then train, and then you pull provincials, and then you recover and you train. You pull nationals, you recover, you train, go to worlds, recover, train, and then the
That's
occasional
the way to
super
go.
match or the occasional tournament here and there. Just something in between, just if you get stir crazy or whatever. So
Yeah, I mean that sounds like living the life to me right there.
yeah, no, it's a lot different than thinking than me pulling 20 some tournaments in 12 months. So yeah, it's a different thought, but it makes a lot of sense because before I didn't I wasn't really resting and recovering. I didn't know all of the
Hmm.
the stuff on that. I
Arm
saw a
wrestling is
tournament
definitely a
coming.
recovery sport.
Yeah, yeah, I learned that finally a bit once you get pulling pretty good, and then but I've been bouncing back, but it was nothing to pull tournament say in Red Deer, and then a week later I was down in Billings or wherever. I mean, I bounced back fast enough on top of my day job and everything, and just some band work and table time when I could with the multi guys, and yeah, I mean it
Yeah, you
was.
definitely seem to get right back out there as soon as you're ready
Mhm.
to go again. And then just to close out with something fun for the night, what is your go-to beer of choice? What does Miles pick at the bar?
Well, When it's beer, it's Coors. Or if I get the
Yours?
chance, Coors. Yeah. Either original or Coors Light doesn't matter to me. I like them both. Uh, Kokanee's really
It's
good
like he was a
too.
banquet guy.
Yeah, yeah. I do love a banquet beer.
Huh?
Kokanee's really good also. And then
So basically, you
shit.
just like them all.
No. I'm still particular, all right. But my main go to would be Coors. Yeah, it's what I drink the most. When I'm in Canada, if they don't have Coors, then it's Kokanee or Molson. Molson's good.
And you
So
are up in Canada quite a bit too.
I am. Yep, I sure am. I got maybe one more trip in before the event in February. I got one more trip
The
up there.
February event?
No, I'm saying I got one more trip to Canada in me before I go
I
get ready
gotcha.
for Dakota. So, and then the rest of it's just gear up for nationals is the plan. I will see what happens in between there. I want to go to Vegas, but we'll see what happens. So,
For sure. But yeah, thanks for coming on tonight,
absolutely. Thanks
knocking
for
this
having me.
out. Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna have to do a longer form of this one where we just kind of shoot the shit for a while because there's a lot we can go over and a lot we could talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah, that ain't no doubt.
But yeah, everyone who viewed in, if you could tell us below what else you'd like to hear, let Miles know what you think, and if there's anything else you want to know about him that we didn't get to tonight. And I would appreciate if you could like and subscribe this video, and we will talk to you guys later.
Sounds awesome.